What's going on, everybody? We got another video for you here. It's coming for the transfer portal. The transfer portal is starting to wrap up. There's still a lot of players left in the portal, though. So don't think this is a done deal right now. We're just getting out content as multiple commitments come in, not really doing it on a commitment by commitment basis because the main players have already made their decisions. There were 1,569 players in the portal, according to On3. 31 withdrew their names. This is as of 4:26 at 9 a.m. And then 652 have committed. Listen to that number. That means there's about 900 plus players that still have not committed to a new school, which means, or at least it's not been reported, which means, good God Almighty, a lot of players are going to have nowhere to go. And will they come back crawling to their prior team? Will they do that, or will they actually make the move? So we will find out. There are some players that are still left out there, but not a whole lot of the top dogs. The top dogs are pretty much all wrapped up. Today, in the last couple of days, we had a couple new ones that have finally made their decisions, and we're going to talk about it right here. So before we do, of course, as you know, hit the intro. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I am your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell. Leave your comments, man. A lot of stuff pops off in the portal, man. But the big name of note was Kiyomi McMiller, man. She made a decision. She's going to go to her third school in 3 years, man. Wow, this is so exciting to go to three separate schools. I mean, she's going to have three separate addresses in 3 seasons. That's pretty goddamn impressive. So first she was at Rutgers. Then she decided that she was going to go to Penn State. And now she has committed to the University of Florida. She's coming down to Florida, baby. My state. Look at this. Kiyomi McMiller, the 5'8" sophomore, averaged 21.6 points per game, 5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 1.8 steals. And she is coming to Florida. So what does that really mean? Not a goddamn bit. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all, people. Like, we gotta relax. University of Florida, they lost their best player, Liv McGill. She decided to go to Oklahoma State. You basically replaced one for the other. Cute. Makes sense. They're going to give her the ball. Liv McGill previously was averaging 22.5, 6.1 boards, 6.3 assists, 5+ turnovers. She's a 5'9" guard herself. So you're basically replacing the same player for the same player. At the same time, Florida has lost literally their entire team. So don't expect much from the University of Florida. In fact, don't be surprised if Kiyomi McMiller transfers for a 4th time at the end of next season, because there's no reason for her to stick around. You might as well you might as well do it 4 times. You might as well, because I don't expect Florida to be any good next year. They just lost literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They lost 10 players off of their roster. I mean, they lost 10 players to the portal. And then, of course, so Liv McGill went to Oklahoma State, and now Kiyomi McMiller is going to go to Florida and try to fill that role. So, hey, congratulations. All the best. Don't have a whole lot on it. When you transfer this damn much, I just don't see a whole lot. Now, another big story to tell is the commitment of one Ice Brady, who is going from UConn to Florida State. So we got another player coming in the state of Florida. Florida State wasn't very good last year. Brady's 6'3", a junior, averaged 3.5 points a game at UConn. Obviously, she was a big-time player coming out of high school. Can she finally get an opportunity to truly make a difference on a roster? She brings championship pedigree and experience. You know what that crap means. Literally nothing. Again, I don't run with that ring culture garbage. So she wants to get a chance, and I don't blame her. She was never going to play a whole lot at UConn with Gino Ariema, and now she's going to go to Florida State, where I presume I can only guess that she's probably going to start. I mean, it makes sense. Otherwise, why make the decision? And then, of course, the final one that I've of note today, or in the last couple of days, was the commitment of Shaq's daughter, Mira O'Neal. I hope I pronounced her name properly. She was at the University of Florida. Now she's listed as a guard. That's interesting. She's listed as a guard. She's a 6'4" sophomore, 13.6 points per game, 6.5 boards, 1.5 steals, 1.5 blocks per game. She is going to Kentucky. All right. Now, Kentucky this year, they lost 3 players to the portal. No one of major note, but at the same time, they brought in a portal transfer from Illinois. No, that's Western Kentucky. Sorry. They brought in Ayanna Patterson from UConn. She didn't do much at UConn, but again, she was a top notch player coming out of high school. She's a sophomore, going into her junior year. um, they got a girl by the name of Diana Collins out of Alabama who averaged 8.5 points per game as a junior as a guard. They got Mira O'Neal, who was obviously 6'4", pretty big girl. And anyone else here in the portal? Yeah, that's it. That's it. So let's see what their returning roster was. Will Kentucky be a player this year or not? I'm not. I don't know honestly. Kentucky women's basketball. So on their roster last year, their leading scorer was Clara Strack. She averaged 17 a game. Clara Strack was a junior. Unless she transferred quietly, I don't know, because she averaged 17 and 10. Is she still listed on their roster? She still is on their roster. She's a 6'5" junior, so they're bringing back their top player. Then they got Toni Morgan, a guard. She averaged 13, 5 and 6. Toni Morgan. She is not on their roster anymore, so I guess she was a senior. It doesn't say here. And then the next leading scorer was Tiani Key, who averaged 11 and a half. I could have swore I saw her name in the portal. Am I crazy? I could have swore I saw her name. No, my mistake. I saw her in the draft. That was my mistake. So she's gone. And then after that, you got a girl by the name of Amelia Hassett, who averaged 10 and a half a game. Amelia Hassett is not on this roster either. So they're losing a lot. They lost a lot of players. Asia Boone averaged 10 a game. She's still on the roster. She's a junior. So they have some players coming back. Two of their two of their top 5 scorers, bringing in Patterson from UConn, bringing in O'Neal from Florida. And so we'll see what they look like. They were 25 and 11. They had a solid squad, not a great squad, but a solid squad. So we'll see what they got. I mean, I would venture to guess that there would be a better team than the Florida Gators were last year. Quite frankly, I can't I can't believe that they would be worse than Florida because Florida was not really good this past season. What was Florida's record? Florida was 5 and 11 in conference, 18 and 15 overall. So this should be a step up for Shaq's daughter. I was interested to see if maybe she would pick a different school, but obviously this is a place where she wants to go, where I guess she believes she's going to get good playing time. Of course, at this point, it really is about playing time. You want to play. It's really that simple. You want to play. Anyone else here of note? Nothing else really. I mean, Ole Miss. I don't know if I mentioned this one, but Ole Miss got another one in the form of Jade Tillman. She's a 6'1" junior, average 16, 7.5, and 2 steals. I don't think I mentioned her in my last video at all. UMBC, Maryland, Baltimore County. Don't know a lot about her, but 16 points is 16 points. And Ole Miss keeps on bringing a new player. So they're going to be a dangerous squad. I just think they have a big problem with size. You don't see them bringing in a whole bunch of size. So that could be an issue for Ole Miss, that they're just really a little bit too small to compete with the big dogs. But overall, that's what's going on in the portal. If you want some more details, man, I would tell you to go check out the Mid Majors podcast, because they are portal experts. To me, they've been around the block. They know their thing. So go check out the Mid Majors podcast. They can give you a lot of information on individual players, because they know these people, man. They are in the know. So go check them out. Subscribe to their channel. They're crushing it over there. But yo, seriously, like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, leave your comments, man. Appreciate y'all as always. Hype the video. This is Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.